All right, we've been watching the radar closely all throughout the evening. A couple important things to pass along to you right now at home is that in the last 2 or 3 minutes, our severe thunderstorm warning that was west of Oklahoma City, that was allowed to expire. So right now, the only severe thunderstorm warnings that we're currently working are going to be north of Tulsa and then down by Wichita Falls, and a small sliver that does come in to southern Oklahoma. So again, that warning that we have right there, that just expired. As you can see here, the storm making its way to the east. Now, we're still going to get some rain, and by the way, some much needed rain. Anywhere between about a half an inch to 1.5 inches of rain expected with this line coming in. And then even as we go up to the north, finding some decent rain right now coming in from Enid as you make your way up towards around Sooner Lake. By the way, that's some real heavy rain coming down there. So love to see the heavy rain with the risk for severe weather beginning to diminish. So closer inspection right now with this activity from Perry as you go up towards Enid, some pockets of heavier rain there. And then again, just west of the metro, we had this severe thunderstorm warning earlier. It was just allowed to expire, but we're still getting the intense rain. Our crews have been out since long before the storms developed and have done an incredible job of bringing the pictures to you at home. Nick, Jason, Michael, Amanda, Sky 5 up in the air. Let me go out to Michael right now. Michael, nice to see the heavy rain coming in with the severe thunderstorm warnings beginning to drop off the radar. What are you seeing right now from Storm Command?
Yeah, watching a little pocket of wind that's coming in toward Mustang, and that'll be moving toward the southwest side of Oklahoma City as well. Now, it's what I would just call converging winds. They're not really, spinning real hard. There's nothing tornadic about it, but there is some lightning down in that area as well as we're making our way down Council down toward Highway 152 in this area, down just to the west of Will Rogers International Airport. This is a complex, though, I'm going to be watching in case the wind speeds pick up, because we do have a strong low-level jet. We do have storms in progress, and that's an environment that we know in the past has sometimes produced tornadoes. We're hoping that doesn't happen tonight, and we do just get some much helpful rain. We need the beneficial rain for sure. It's been feels like months since we've had any decent rain, so that's a good thing. But we're still watching this wind field because it still could produce some at least weak circulations, Damon.
It certainly will. And by the way, since you're talking about it feels like it's been months, it has been about a month and a half since we have picked up just a 1/4 inch of rain in a single day here. So yeah, it has been a while. So we're watching the storms coming in. The tornado watch, as you can see in the bottom of your television screen, it goes until midnight, so about another 3 hours. So we are going to have to watch for at least the potential of some brief spin-ups with this activity. Fortunately, so far, we've been okay. You can find some heavy rain there coming in from Chickasha to Amber. There is Nick. He's watching that for those of us in the metro. Also from Elgin down to Comanche, finding some pockets of some heavier rain. And so the bigger picture, once again, looks like this, where we have these storms that are just lining up and down I-35 and just to the west. So rain taking into account the storms we had last night and then the storms that we had this evening. Look out across far western Oklahoma. That's 1.5 inches out by Sayre, up towards Cheyenne. As you go up towards Enid, eastern Garfield County, over 2 inches of rain. We're going to fill in all these zeros right here across central Oklahoma, hopefully with about an inch, half an inch of rain with this activity coming in tonight. Let me show you the tornado watch that is still in effect for about another 3 hours here. Let me walk you through the rest of the night. So tornado watch for western Oklahoma has been dropped. Tornado watch still remains for central Oklahoma until midnight. So here are the storms right now. They're marching to the east. They'll be up and down I-35. They'll continue to move to the east. We'll see some additional development right behind it, but any severe weather is going to be tied to the leading edge of this. So it's Seminole to Holdenville by midnight, 1 o'clock, down by Ardmore, Turner Falls. We'll get a few little cells popping up right behind it. By 2 and 3 o'clock, most of the activity will be well to the east. So here we are at 10 o'clock. Thunderstorms up and down I-35 here, moving to the east. And then we'll see a few pop-up cells from the metro, more down by Goldsby around 1 and 2 a.m. And most of the activity will be wrapping up. For tomorrow, weather is quiet tomorrow. Temperatures making a run up to 80 degrees here in Oklahoma City. We don't have any storms in the forecast, and even the winds are not that strong. But as we go into Friday evening and into the overnight, there's another round of severe weather. This one will come with a tornado chance. Right now, the chance is low. So here's what we're looking ahead to for Easter weekend. Storms will end early Saturday. That means Saturday afternoon, we're quiet. Sunday, Easter looks beautiful. Next week, more storms are on the way. It's not drought ending rain. It's going to take a lot of rain to end the drought, but it is drought improving rain. Let's face it, any rain right now is drought improving rain. So thunderstorms there for Friday, wrapping up early Saturday, and then more storms as we go into the end of next week. And you're up to date with the latest First Alert forecast.